Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it's a second down. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. Rodgers now on first down. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. He's at the 40. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. You often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true to you, because there's times when you see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early. to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller.
Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he's able to get in there and make a great play.
And the final number here in terms of the top speed that he hit, absolutely absurd. Next Gen Stats has him at better than 23 miles an hour on that one. Still 9 remaining on second down.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
That's caught. It's Malone. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game. Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Throwing, Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Now Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. That'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while they'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Rodgers now to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Baltimore. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Ronald Jones, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, Lynn Bowden. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a very nice return up to the 35, but was it aided by something illegal? Let's find out. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Bowden now to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Jones. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Jones. They'll roll him out right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. Touchdown, Dolphins! Tyler Boyd from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. This one swung out to Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
And how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense. And the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
So they get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Meanwhile, Rodgers throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers' throw complete here to Waller. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Rodgers to throw once more. Caught on the right side by Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Darren Waller as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Bowden now to return. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Miami. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Darren Waller, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyler Boyd, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Buying time to his left. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's brought down.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's Wells. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Powers through. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throw right side, complete to Williams. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll try and run it in with Jones. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try again with Jones. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. And incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
To throw is Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Tucker's kick is good.
And that'll bring him back within 4.
So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
A big play there for the Dolphins.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A big play there. 47 yards.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Well, Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Rodgers now on 1st down. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. Rodgers now to throw. That incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Rodgers will try again on second down. And Shark calls it in. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Eluding the pressure right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The Ravens on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Rodgers going to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. DJ Chark, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Rodgers will throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season
coming up right now here, 1st and 10.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing Jones. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 2nd and 10, Jones.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Now Jones. It's complete to the tight end Bennett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. To throw is Jones.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Jones. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
Let's get there. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Watch the slant, watch the slant, watch the slant.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's in for the touchdown. time. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And the Dolphins are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that?